Spicy.
What up, guys? This is Robert BobbyGitr Hansen with BobbyGitr Peppers and Discs and Team Infinite Discs. And this is my 2021 in the bag. Alright, so let's start off with some drivers. Anyone who plays with me ever knows these are in my bag. And that's Pharaohs. Anytime I'll have between 4 and 6, depending on how I'm feeling. I have this super awesome second run iBlend that somehow doesn't get insanely understable. Awesome hyzer flip and Northwoods gold disc. I've got this one that I got from Brian Jungling that's just a bomber. I've got this orange sparkly one. This is like my favorite one right now. I have this one that I aced hole 2 at Northwood Golds with. Look up the hole. It was ridiculous. Awesome. They're great for forehand and backhand. Brand new one I just got with a sweet stamp. Less stable than I thought it was going to be, but that just means, like Pharaohs, it's going to bomb. Next, in terms of drivers, I have a couple speed 10-ish type discs that complement each other well. I have the Legacy Vengeance and the Infinite Aztec. The Aztec is a little bit more understable. I know some people try to compare it to a Thunderbird. From what I understand, it is actually a Starfire L type mold, but it works perfectly for hyzer flips, rollers, turnovers. The green one is a little bit more stable than my blue one. So when I need it to turn and just land flat or hook up a little, that's the guy I go with. Or on the other side, the Legacy Vengeance, very similar speed to the Aztec, not as much turn, a little bit more fade. So if there's a Aztec shot with a headwind, you gotta switch to a Vengeance. Or if I need a little more fade at the end, but that same kind of probably 350 to 400 controlled range. A new addition to my bag this year is the slab. Carrying 2 plastics, the iBlend, which goes super far, with solid fade, and then the Metal Flake, which is super overstable. I'll be using it for both utility shots, headwind shots, controlled forehands. But the slab has been fantastic so far. Now, if I need something in between a slab and a Pharaoh, but faster than a Vengeance or an Aztec, I am bagging one super cool Outlaw with my Samurai Pepper stamp on it. It is not a super beefy Outlaw, so basically if I want a Pharaoh shot but with a little more fade, that's about the only time I'm grabbing for this, but it is super pretty. And of course I always keep one mongoose in my bag. This is a first run, super beat up. This is just a crazy flippy disc. If you need a disc that is gonna go right or is gonna roll, or you're gonna throw a patent pending, you should always keep one crazy flippy disc in it. This mongoose is mine. Alright, Fairway Drivers, or Speed 7s. I'm bagging right now 3 rivals of various stabilities. This one is my go-to, my money maker. My Drew Gibson is quite a bit more stable, so if there's a headwind, I'll switch to that. And I have this super old silver sparkle rival. It flips up, it turns. It's just a great complement to the other two because of its flippiness. I'm also bagging one Patriot. I never could quite click with the Infinite Centurion. I've just had this Patriot for too long, so it doesn't come out of my bag. It's there for turnover shots. Alright, one of the big differences this year is my mid-range game. I'm going to be bagging, at least to start the season, 2 Incas and 2 Chariots. So as I beat my Incas in, I honestly might switch to only Incas. These 2 Chariots are great. This one I've had since I started on the team 4 years ago. This one is quite a bit more stable, but these are for my flip-up, ante mid-range shots, whereas these Incas are very straight with a little bit of fade. So these are for my more forced turnovers, my straight shots with fade. These are basically going to be my go-to mids for every mid-range type shot. The only other mid-range I carry is the Legacy Pursuit. I'm carrying 3 in my bag right now. I have one in the Protege plastic. It's straighter than most pursuits, but it's still more overstable than an Inca. So if there's a big headwind and I just don't think my Inca's quite gonna get left enough at the end, I grab this guy. Then I've got my Icon pursuit that's just one step up in stability from that one. It goes really far, but with really solid fade. And then I have my super beefy one. I use this for 4 hands on 250-foot holes that I need to park. All right, on to putt and approach. This year I'm only bagging 3 closers. I have 2, again with my spicy pepper stamp, which I just think is cool. These are my putters for right now, and I do have 1 swirly Icon closer that I use for driving and up shots sometimes. But for the most part, my driving putter this year is the Tomb. I always loved the C-line and the S-line Tombs, but I kind of got away from them, partially because I thought they were a little too stable sometimes. And I've had this D-blend that I just never really gave a chance. And I got to tell you, this might be my new favorite disc. It has more turn than the other plastics. It's reliable. It's fun to throw. I don't have gigantic hands, so one thing I like about the Tomb is how easily it fits in my hands and can be thrown. These babies you'll be seeing me throw a lot. And then, of course, I have 2 Ruins. They're overstable. They're about speed 3 or 4. They don't go too far past your hole. They flick nice. Ruins. They're good. And that's it for in the bag. Now, one difference this year compared to last year is for the whole season, I will have a cart. I got it about halfway through last season. I have one of the easy carts because I don't like to sit on my cart a lot. I just wanted to be able to carry more stuff. So I have a couple extra putters up here. I have a bag down here that I literally just stuff as full of towels as I can. There's also minis in there and 1 baseball. There's a tip for you if you don't have a stick to get stuff out of a tree. Put a baseball in your cart. You can just get discs down easier, you know? And then I can carry up to like 10 or 11 spares down here. The only thing I have down there right now is backup. So I've got backup Incas, backup Pursuits, backup Pharaohs, backup Vengeances, and maybe a utility disc or 2. Those are basically the ones that I love, but I don't have room for in my bag. All right, that's it for 2021. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Good luck playing.